Hello, Virgo. This is Lisa with Heart of Inspiration, and this is your December 2020 general reading. Now, this is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, December 2020. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be one heck of a wild ride here. Virgo, as we're coming into December, this is just a lot going on. We've got Saturn and Jupiter meeting up in Aquarius. That's nuts. We've got a full moon lunar eclipse happening December the 21st. That's nuts. But we got a lot of changes that are happening here at the end of 2020. So we're going to get right into the tarot. Let's go here. So, and I'll move this out of the way a little bit as we are moving towards this. So, as you can see, I've got, some of my, moving these crystals out of the way. We're going to actually use two different oracle decks today, and then the tarot deck. So, we're using the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I think this is perfect for the end of 2020. And then we're also going to use the Work Your Light Oracle. Again, so that as we're entering into 2021, we have some clarity as to where we're heading. And then we will clarify with the guidance from the divine, I think divine guidance or something like that from the tarot. I should not be that flippant about it, but I can't remember the name of this deck, but I love it. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get the Sacred Destiny cards first. Okay, hold on. So we are going to, what do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December 2020, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December 2020, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please, one card. Well, Virgo, you got miracles as well. That's the same thing that Taurus got, was the miracles. I find that very interesting. This might be just a thing for earth signs, is miracles. And then let's go with the Work Your Light Tarot. So one card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. One card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. One card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. It's like sometimes telling a Virgo not to breathe. All right. Well, listen, it was interesting because Taurus did get a miracles card as well. And then they had a different Work Your Light card. I think for you, for miracles to come through, Virgo, you need to remember how to have fun. You need to remember how to let loose a little bit. And I know everything is just like, it feels weird right now because there's so much planning that's involved. And there's so much like upheaval, and you're getting your footing somewhat, but even as you're getting your footing, it's like every time you turn around, it's something different, it's something new. Why is this like this? Why does this happen this way? So on and so forth. And so I think it can be a little disconcerting and a little, upsetting, right? That this is a consistent and constant thing that you're always going through. Is that just when you think you have the plan set and ready to go, all of a sudden something else comes up, and then you've got to change your plans. But understand that at each step of the way, those change in plans are actually for your good, and they're actually meant to happen so that you can get the fullness of the miracle in the way it was meant to be delivered to you. Now, the reason for playing also not is just that you just have fun along the journey, because we have to remember we need to have fun in the journey and not just allow the journey to kind of overtake us all the time and be arduous and hard. But when we're actually having fun and letting loose and letting go, what happens is our creative juices actually flow. Like, our creativity gets sparked because children have just this wild imagination, right? They can literally imagine anything and everything that they want. And it's so necessary for miracles to happen. And really, miracles happen when something um, materializes in the third dimensional world that the third dimensional mind could never conceive of. And it's like, how did that happen? Well, it happened because you allowed your energy, your emotions, you allowed your spirit to go on and create, right, your world. That's what you allowed to happen. And you allowed the creativity and that fun and happy and joyful and gracious and all of those things, all of those higher level energies. That's where creation really begins. It doesn't begin in the lower registers. Okay, faith is the first card. That's what's coming towards you. That is like oh my gosh, the Hierophant, right? So that you get more faith. And again, I just said something about childlike faith, right? So children just believe that what they see in their imagination, that anything is possible and anything can happen. So don't like think all is lost just because plan number 1 or plan number 2 didn't work. Plan number 3 or plan number 4 is really where it's at. And then we have the energy you're bringing is this 10 of Wands. So this is a cycle that's ending of you carrying other people's burdens. Like, this is time to let go of other people's stuff, and you need to go on and make your plans and execute your plans. You need to pick up your sticks and keep it pushing. What you're going to have to overcome a little bit here, let's see what that's about, but that's the 6 of Wands. I believe that you not believing that you're going to have victory in the situation is really the energy that you're going to have to overcome. I believe some of you are also like in this habit of self-sabotaging, and that's something that you're going to have to get right. You're going to have to work on that. What's going to help you is the 7 of Swords, and I'm going to read that as in reverse, so that you are no longer really having this kind of almost paranoia sometimes, but it's not really paranoia, that you're just not going to allow other people to steal from you, to steal your ideas, to steal your energy, to steal your happiness, to steal your joy. You're just not letting other people. Okay, everybody wants to come out at once. All right, and then outcome or advice is going to be, and we're going to clarify all of this, but outcome or advice is going to be justice and strength. Libra and Leo energy. Are you going to have the strength to get yourself back into balance? That's what first thing I heard. To clarify faith, we have the Ace of Coins. As you have faith that you are not only deserving of, but about to have and conceive new beginnings, new abundance, fresh starts, that as you play more, right? As you play more, as you get back to that childlike faith, that's when you're going to see all these things happen. That's when new beginnings start. Also, this childlike faith in this playing gives you a fresh perspective on old energy. It's going to give you a fresh perspective on old stuff, on old ways of doing things, or on old situations, and you're going to be able to come at it new. 10 of Wands, the King of Cups. I feel like there's been somebody that's been very manipulative potentially in your life. They've been very emotionally manipulative. And this King of Swords, and they could even have been a little bit more controlling, but I also believe that with that King of Swords, you're going to really see the truth about them, and it's tough love, but it's necessary love, and you're going to be willing to and ready to move them out of that, out of your world, so that the Magician, so that you recognize then that you really do have the ability yourself to create, that you have everything within you that you need to for these miracles to manifest. The problem is because you're carrying other people's energy and other people's burdens, it makes it almost impossible to manifest, because you're trying to do too much for other people. Also, being more decisive, so don't let people kind of like manipulate you into making you feel guilty about not doing something. Some of you need to hear that as well. Like, that's just got to cut it out. And if you've already cut them out, then what I'm hearing is that, or you've already like removed them from your life, giving them the tough love, then what I'm also hearing is that now your pathway is clear for you to use your own energy to manifest your own best life. The 6 of Wands, like not, yeah, 3 of Swords. For some of you, every time that you've gotten to this position and gotten to this place of, oh my gosh, I'm almost ready, like it's here, it's finally here, like I'm going to be successful, something happens and you're not successful. There's some sort of sabotage that happens. The other shoe drops at all times. It's not going to drop this time, but you have to as long as you stay in high vibration, it's not going to drop. Eight of Swords, and that is keeping you from really being able to see victory. That is keeping you from that Six of Wands energy. But if we read the Seven of Swords as reverse, yep, Ace of Cups. Listen, you're going to have new relationships and new situations where people are going to actually be supportive. They're not going to be trying to be manipulative like this King of Cups. They're not going to be trying to be controlling like this King of Swords. Like, it's almost like this combination of King of Cups and King of Swords gives me almost a narcissistic type energy, and that's ugly. I don't like that for you. So what you're going to do is now, with this self-love and self-fulfillment and other people that are going to come in and support you, you're not going to allow your energy and your love and your light and all of your playfulness and faithfulness and everything to be stolen, and you might stop stealing it from yourself. This could also be old energy that you just like from childhood that you are continually hearing over and over and over again play out, and so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So when this needs to kind of like flesh out, right? This needs to kind of like be identified as to where this is and why you're still carrying this burden now, so that in December it can be released and you can move into that new life that we're expecting for 2021. Yep, that cycle is over, the Ten of Swords. So let it be over completely, that you are no longer going to speak ill over yourself. You're not going to let anyone else speak ill to you. The cycle of betrayal is over as well, and you need to release it and let it go. And I believe that's where this Justice and the Strength card comes in at, because you are owed the justice, right? You are owed that. And are you going to have the strength to like release and let go and understand that they need to go and they're going to be okay? But for your miracles that you've been planning and hoping and sowing seed for and tilling the ground and growing, like for them to fully come to bloom, you cannot be carrying their other crap with you, right? Eight of Cups, leave. I love this card because, excuse me, Three of Cups. This is the time of celebration. I thought it was eight. Three of Cups. You're coming into a time of celebration. You're also coming into a time where you're not allowing other people to spoil your soup. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Eight of Coins. You're going to put in this hard work for this shadow work and this integration of these lessons learned. And I see all your hard work paying off here. Ace of Swords. You have a ton of aces here. You three aces. New way of thinking, new way of loving or emoting, and new abundance, new starts. What a fabulous December. I know it's the end of the year, but I feel like this is like the clearing for the foundation for the remainder of 2020. And then as we go into 2021, building a solid foundation for you so that you are going at a rapid pace and challenging yourself to grow all of 2021 to really move into your purpose in the way that you are meant to. Virgo, that is your reading for December of 2020. I almost said 2021. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also, if you are interested in taking your life to the next level, if you feel that, hey, Lisa, you know what, you are honestly talking to me. I am ready to walk in my purpose in a brand new way. I'm ready to fully get there so that I can allow my person to provide for my purpose to provide for my person, then I believe I have the thing for you. We are doing Lightworker Academy is presenting our master class. Okay, it's our Light Worker Academy Masterclass, 8 weeks. It's intense, but it's awesome. And we're going to help you identify, clarify, and then monetize your purpose so that you can do it full time, potentially, if that's what you want to do. And so if you're interested in something like that, you want some more information, you'd like to get a consultation, just go to, over here, info at lightworkeracademy.net, info at lightworkeracademy.net, and email me and I will be happy to set up a consultation for you. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Namaste. Bye-bye.